Keith McGee sent something. If you're still doing reactions, you should check this out. So I told him I'd do it this week. It's this week. Now, this is that same band I was calling like Allegaeon, and I'm wondering now if it's pronounced Allegion. I haven't looked them up, so I don't know. I will say this. It says Subdivisions. It's a Rush cover. I will say this. I'm not a huge Rush fan. I don't hate them, but I'm not like... I don't know how to describe it. There's a couple songs I like. I'm not really a big, huge Rush fan. I have seen them in concert. It was okay, but let's get on with this. This drum set's funny. He's got a Meinl, a Zildjian, and some Sabians. They're all different. If you were to get rid of the Sabians and the Meinl, you could probably just play the Zildjian and it'll sound just as good, because Meinl and Sabian are just outright garbage. Dang, it's fat. Got a Sabian hi-hat. I don't know what that one on the left is, that TRX. I don't know what that is. There's a Meinl on the right with a fat bell, a Zildjian China, some type of Zildjian Crash, a Sabian HH, not an HHX, just a HH, another TRX in front of him, and a Sabian extra hi-hat or something on his right. Those are all garbage except for the Zildjian. Those suck. So far, first thoughts, this is okay so far. That dude's microphone, that is a Shure, what do you call that? SM7B or whatever you call those. That is a podcasting microphone. That is not for singing. I mean, they sound killer. It's a $400 microphone if that's an SM7B. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, though. Like, if you ever watch a podcast and you have the you see the people with the arm with the microphone on them in a podcast or on a table, that's what that is. They're $399. And the dude is recording himself with an iPhone. How do I know? Because it's backward. It's backward. I don't know what it is about iPhones. They record reverse. See where it says Shure? It's backward. He's recording himself with an iPhone. I will say so far I do like it. It's not bad. It's definitely pretty good. I will say this about Jackson guitars. We had one once, and the 1/4 inch hole was not a 1/4 inch. It was just slightly bigger. I forget where they come from. It's not Taiwan, is it? But then they import them into Burbank. Jackson is, they have a warehouse there, and then they distribute from there in Burbank. But the 1/4 inch hole was just a hair bigger to where when you plugged it in, it would work, but then it wouldn't work, and then it would work. So we had to actually swap it. We had to actually go to like a Radio Shack and swap it out with a real American version, which drove me nuts. It was a really cool guitar, though. I think Matt's Jackson was the V, and it's not like a V. It's the V that had the one longer piece on it. And he really wanted it when he was younger for Christmas, and he ended up getting it and played tons of music with it. And we also had, because we don't have the stands that hold it by the neck, so we had to develop a little rubber piece to go on the V for when he put it on a regular stand. And I guess I could comment on nobody's using microphones, but that's fine. And that's probably why he's singing into this. He probably did not record this with that microphone. You can see the drums have no microphones on them either. And he doesn't have internal. There's internal mics for drums now, which are killer. But this is more like a music video in a way. Like they've already recorded this and they're playing this for this video. So I wouldn't assume this dude used this microphone to record this song with. I think this is just for video purposes. So, thank you so much for that, Keith. I actually enjoyed that. It was pretty good. I'm not much of a Rush fan. I'm familiar with that song. I'm familiar with that one and a couple other ones, but I'm not into Rush. But that was actually a pretty good cover for it being so tuned so low. It was actually pretty good. Like a new, type of metal cover for that. I liked it. Thank you very much, sir.